The last few days have been difficult for the BCCI and for me as the President. You will appreciate that in these days have also been very difficult for me as a father and as a father-in-law. However, I sit here as President of the BCCI and put aside all personal feelings. I can assure you that I will not shirk from my duty, however difficult it may be. The BCCI will act without fear or favor to investigate, and if the circumstances warrant, punish any player, match official, team management or franchise that have breached BCCI or IPL regulations. The BCCI's anti-corruption unit report on the allegations of spot fixing by the Rajasthan Royal players Srinivasan, Ajit Chandelia, Ankit Chavan, Amit Singh will be issued on time. The BCCI will continue to offer assistance to the police and if their inquiries bring any supposition on any other players, any suspicion on any other players. With regard to Mr. Gurunath Mayappan, the legal process has already started and he is facing police investigation. The BCCI has already taken the decision to provisionally suspend him from all activities in cricket and particularly from all involvement with the Chennai Super King franchise. The disciplinary procedure under the operation rules shall be initiated and a commission, including at least one member who is entirely independent of the BCCI, will be formed to adjudicate whether Mr. Gurunath is in breach of operational rules that require all persons subject to the operational rules not to act in any way which would have an adverse effect on the image or reputation of the BCCI or the IPL, which would otherwise bring the entity into disrepute. This management of the other franchise, the Rajasthan Royals, will also be subject to the same procedure. I am not part of this commission and I will not play any role in its appointment, deliberations or decision. If anyone is found in breach or is found liable under the operational rules provide a number of potential sanctions ranging from fines to suspension and in the extreme to the termination of the franchise. There has been a lot of media comment on clause 11.3 of the franchise agreement and whether Mr. Gurunath is an owner of the franchise. It is for this commission to look into this. The BCCI is very concerned by the allegations that have been made concerning the IPL, whether those relate to betting or spot fixing. As I have said on a number of occasions, the BCCI will act swiftly and firmly if the allegations are proven. The principles of natural justice are that every person has a right to a fair hearing and the right to be considered innocent until proved guilty. Some of the news reports that have appeared have overstepped these bounds, and I would request you all to be wary of trial by media. Persons who have been suspended by the BCCI, known defaulters, fugitives from the Indian justice system, and other vested interests, keen to discredit me and the BCCI, have indulged in a smear campaign in the last week. The unfair attack has been relentless. The TV news channels have been carrying unverifiable statements devoid of truth, maybe with a view on their ratings. An illustration of the type of news that would be that there is going to be a revolt within the BCCI. I wish to ensure the cricketing world that this is completely untrue and there is unity in the BCCI. And I have not been asked by anybody to to resign. To the contrary, my support is complete and I refuse to yield to unfair and motivated attacks. I intend to continue my duties as President of the BCCI. The IPL is very important to the BCCI. It gives an opportunity for young Indian players to play with senior Indian players and with overseas players in front of capacity crowds. It helps bring a new audience into the game. This season the crowds in the stadiums were up and over 21 lakh people bought tickets to watch matches. The IPL continues to contribute funds to the development of the game of cricket in India. In the last season, new world-class stadia at Ranchi, Pune, Rajkot and Dharamshala hosted international matches for the first time. These stadia were built using funds generated by the IPL. Over 200 former cricketers have received a one-time benefit. The total amount spent being over 100 crores of rupees from funds generated by the IPL. I do not want to minimize the problems facing the IPL. Indians have been very proud that our country has created a league that is the envy of the world. The BCCI will take whatever steps are necessary to justify the faith that the public has in the IPL and in Indian cricket. Lastly, I would like to take this opportunity to thank our broadcast partners and sponsors who, contrary to reports, have stood by the BCCI and with the BCCI in these difficult times. This is the statement I wanted to read. I shall take questions one by one, please.
Please raise your hand. Introduce yourself, please.
What is your responsibility in that matter? You need to take all responsibility and you need to take all responsibility and design till the inquiry is over.
I could not, you didn't come out clearly. If you can repeat the question.
Sir, my question to you, sir, is what is your responsibility in the entire matter? What do you think you should, for the sake of moral propriety, send your resignation till the inquiry is over?
I have made it, I have explained this many times. See, I have done nothing wrong. So if there is any little thing that I have personally done wrong, then maybe what you say, it's a different matter. But I have not done anything wrong. And I have again said that I will not allow myself to be railroaded, pushed, threatened to quit. No. I have a job, I was elected to do it, I will do it fairly. And we will act swiftly, there will be no distinction between people, and BCCI will act in a fair, just manner. So the question of I have answered this many times, so I don't want to repeat myself. And I think I made my position clear. And in particular, all the reports that were there in the media for the last so many days, that there was a revolt in the BCCI and everyone counting how many people are with whom. None of that happened. All members, the BCCI is united and the BCCI is determined to work to, as I said, justify people's faith in our tournament and in the BCCI.
How are you allowing the CSK to play in your violation of the Constitution?
Excuse me. There is no allegation, to my knowledge, against the CSK team. I think the public would disagree with you, and I think your stadium is sold out. I mean, this may be your personal view, but I think the people of Calcutta, I am told that the stadium is sold out and there are no tickets available, and people are clamoring for tickets. So I think that they are answering you.
Yes. Srinivasan, this contoversey may be used here on your.
I can't hear you. Say, see you. Yeah. Okay.
Sharad Pawar's party has asked for your resignation. You want to say anything on that?
You see, I don't have to respond to that. No member of the BCCI has asked for my resignation, number one. And secondly, the NCB is not a member of the BCCI. So I don't think I need to respond to that. I have responded by saying I have no intention to resign.
Sir, I have a couple of questions here.
Yeah. The light is blinding me. Yeah. Okay. Ask the question. Yeah, fine. No problem. Yeah.
So, we see the statement that's been issued by government. How can Chennai today distance itself from Mr. Guruna, despite everybody knowing that he has been the face of the franchise?
You see, we have appointed a commission, and I said in my statement, the commission will determine this aspect also. And he has been, of course, he has been traveling with the team, he's enthusiastic, he has been with the team, fine. But what his role was, whether it transcended any rule, I have already read in a statement saying that the commission that is appointed will also deal with it. So I do not want to say anything on it. There is an inquiry commission that will go into it, no?
But I just have a follow-up question to that. We know that it has been the team principal, it has been pretty evident in the interviews that he's given in his profile on the social networking website to the later. So with regards to that, what have you got to say?
I have nothing to say, I am not going to sit and explain to you what his role was. I have already, India Cement, I understand, has already issued a statement on what his role was or what his role was not. And again I repeat, all this question of yours as to what was his role, whether he transcended, that commission is going to do. Why should I've already said, I've distanced myself, I will not be part of that appointment, I will not be part of the deliberations, I will not be part of the decision. So I don't think, it is necessary for me to go further on this.
And also you mentioned that you have set up an inquiry to investigate and you're not part of it. But if required, if there is a department of some questions being asked to you, are you willing and open your probe at any point of time with relation to the Chennai police and working for it?
I didn't understand, but there is no shred of, there is nothing against me. No one has said I have done anything wrong. It is for the commission to determine, they have to decide whom they want to talk to. It's not for me to second guess that. And I'm not, I don't think there's any advantage in going into it because the commission has to deal with this. Yeah. See, we have, I have clearly stated. I have clearly stated that an inquiry committee, a commission, will go into all this. And I have also stated that the rules are broad. They give a number of options to the BCCI. So let this inquiry be complete. Let it run its course. I have said I will not be part of that decision. So I cannot now answer this question of yours. It will run its course. BCCI will be fair. BCCI will back. That's all I can say. I am not part of that, so I cannot answer that. Yes, please. Yes, I.
The telegraph. Are you talking of the Ravi Pawani Commission?
No, you see, under the operational rules, under the IPL operational rules, there is already the 5 members are in a committee. The members are Mr. Jetli, Mr. Shukla, Mr. Sanjay Jagdale, Mr. Ajay Shirket and Mr. Ravi Shastri. Now 2 of them, along with an independent third person, will be the commission. That will go into this, and then they will, we'll await their report.
So would it not have been better for purposes of transparency to get an independent panel entirely instead of people associated with the board to sit in judgment?
No, the people in the board, excuse me, you cannot presume that people in the board cannot act fairly or properly. That is the implication of your query, which I do not agree with. Now, these it is not, I am not going to be involved, but there will be an independent person. So therefore, it is not as like the board only will be involved, there will be an independent person also. We'll await that. What is the hurry? I am not going to be part of it, so what is the, I will await that report as much as you do. Yes, please. Yes.
I'll read out the paragraph of clause 7.2 from IPC Code of Ethics for Directors. It says that if a member of any director's family, be it spouse, parent, sibling, son, son-in-law or daughter, has a controlling stake in a betting business, a substantial relationship with a betting business, or is employed in a day-to-day operation out of betting, should step down. So, if you're
Excuse me, madam. If you are looking at ICC rules, I first have to see it myself. You're reading something, number one. No, I don't have it with me, number one. Number two, I have not done anything wrong. We will see, examine it. If you have brought it to my attention, we will examine what it is for ICC also to look at it. So where are you? I can't see. If they stop clicking, then I can at least see.
You're right.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
Well, yesterday you talked about both you say that you can't be bulldozed to resign. And today in your statement you say that no one among the board has asked you to resign. So who were you referring to yesterday when you say that you won't,
The media.
Media.
Yes, there was trial by media for me, if I can say it in a lighter fashion, all the newspapers, TV channels, where all they were discussing was my resignation, that I should resign. In fact, one channel said 5 points why I should go, somebody said 6 points, So not only that, maybe others, I don't have to name them. I think the cricketing community knows who they are. But they are not in the board.
Do you think?
No, excuse me, they are not in the board.
No, but do you think it's principally the media has only been asking for a resignation?
You see, among other people. See, but I think, to be fair, it's not that I'm anti-media. I'm not at all anti-media. In fact, I stay by myself. I'm a reasonably private person. But in this case, in this instance, I think the attention that has been given, the opinions that have been solicited from the type of people they have been solicited from, I think leaves a lot to be desired.
What do you mean the size of the
That is all. My sentence is, no, what I said is, people should understand. I don't want to say anything more.
Don't you think it sets a very hard precedent for future also? There is a clause that provides for the termination of contract. Why does the commission need to work with this?
Excuse me, in our country, there is such a thing, at least the BCCI believes in procedures, believes in a fair approach, and believes in natural justice. Maybe you don't, but the BCCI does. So BCCI will conduct an inquiry, and it will go through the process. And I have already outlined what that process will be.
But isn't there a conflict of interest somewhere? Would you think a big propriety somewhere and the board is possible?
No, I cannot solve your dilemma in finding out something. All I can say is that I have not done anything, which I have reiterated many times, and for whatever has happened, BCCI has acted very swiftly and very clearly. So I think beyond that, we wait for the reports.
Yes,
I think we can. How many more questions? No, 3, 4.
Mike. We can't teach it again. We can't. Mike is. Wait. 1 minute.
Thank you. Just a couple of quick questions, sir, that, I'm not a cricket reporter. But what I'd like to ask is that it is Guruna was not the principal of the team. And who was the principal? Who is the owner?
I can explain that to you. The Chennai Super King is owned by a public limited company called India Cement, which has more than 1 lakh of shareholders or whatever, huge company. And I'm glad you asked this question, because Otherwise, I'd have had to say it on my own. The India Cement as a company has been supporting cricket for the last 50 years. Well before the days when there was any money in cricket, India Cement used to help cricketers, employed cricketers, not on contract but employed them, so that after their cricketing days, they had a job to do. Many of them are still there. And India Cement in the league, in the Chennai league, runs many teams. And I think they have 10 or 12 or 14, 15 teams they run. They give employment to a lot of cricketers. And all these teams are managed by ex-cricketers who are still in the employment of India Cement. It is the very same, those people who are running the Chennai Super Kings, because it is just one more team and they know how to run teams. As far as the marketing is concerned, the head of marketing of India Cement, Mr. Rakesh Singh, is in charge of getting all endorsements and all income into the franchise. The CFO of India Cement, Mr. Srinivasan, looks after the finances for the Chennai Super Kings. All the logistics, etc., for the Chennai Super Kings are dealt with by people like these cricketers who he did not have any role at all. In fact, he never visited the office of the Chennai Super Kings. But he would go. He was enthusiastic. I let the commission find out, but you asked me a question, I gave you a reply. That's all.
May I please ask you, who is this person who is outside of the BCCI, who is supposed to head the commission?
No, it is not for me. I am not going to be part of that choice, I told you.
There is a section of the opinion which says that today's match should have been called off. Your views on that?
What match?
A section of opinion that says today's final match.
A section of opinion must have, I don't think it's a public opinion. It must be, so I do not want to say anything more on it. I don't think, the whole world is waiting for the match. You have got the, you don't want it to happen. I can't say anything. Yeah.
Srinivasan, is a follow-up question to what was asked by Monica. If fine, we believe you that Mr. Gurunath was not the principal, not the owner, how will we give an accreditation?
You see, this is no, I tell you, to go into the IPL, you had to be either an owner or a management. He was later brought in as part of the management team, as one of them, for the purpose of getting this. Now, all details about this will be gone into by the commission. I am not going to sit here and reply and justify this. Anyway, there is a commission, an independent commission. They can go into all these things, find out what is right, what is wrong, what should be done. That is okay. See, I'm very, very clear. My role, my job in the BCCI, I have performed well. I have not done anything wrong. If somebody else has done whatever it is, a relative or whatever, let law take its course. Let independently BCCI go into it. But let us not mix the two and throw stones at me. That's all.
Are you ready to go this kind of independent board with BCCI?
One by one, please. This is the way to address the matter. Please, one by one. Last two questions. Yes.
Are you ready to go in front of this independent board?
First and foremost, I am not an accused. Please let us know. The way you are putting it is as if I have done nothing wrong. They are going in to find out whether somebody else has done. I have no role there. So therefore, the question doesn't arise.
Secondly, it's been 4 years now. We have also seen Mr. Gurunath at the auction table where the owners are allowed to sell. Now,
let that commission. You are all asking the same thing. What is the role? What did he play? I have already said you did not have anything to do with the management. You are pointing out some instances, how relevant they are. The commission will go into it. Why? I'm not hiding that. No.
But who is the final signatory on the commission? All the reports.
It will come to the board. It will come to the board as a whole. This is, you're just going on a topic which has been answered.
I have not last question. No, last one.
Chennai Super King is spoiling the game and they should be taken off from IPL. What's your reaction?
I don't reply to fugitives. Okay, that's it.
No, that's it, Your Honor. Why do you close now? No, this is not the way. This is not the way. Fire, last question. Same question,
Srinivasan, fire from you that the whole press conference has been about the commission. Have you set any deadline for the commission?
They will be, no.
Please.
See, I have already said I will play no role in the so that everything will be done swiftly, don't worry.
Thank you.